We are at Mahakali Puja in Delhi. And now, I thought today let us have Mahakali. Because yesterday's experience, last night's experience, was the work of Mahakali. She has a double role this time. She is at two extremes. On one side, she is full of joy, full of joy. She is very happy when she sees her disciples are joyous. Joy is her quality, is her energy. And yesterday, you must have been amazed to see so many middle-aged ladies of France smiling and laughing. I had never seen them smiling. It's very surprising how they are so joyous and so really happy. And this is the energy of Mahakali that gives you all that joy after realization. And the joy you enjoy of yourselves. All these are the qualities of Mahakali. And when you read out the names of Mahakali, you will know how her powers manifest in service and how it has helped you all to get drenched into the ocean of joy. To begin with, I have to tell you one thing, that Mahakali Puja, you have to feel the joy within yourself and joy from others. If you cannot feel that, that means you are not at home. And there is some problem. Maybe with your parents, maybe with your children, maybe with family, with your country, whatever you feel, but there is some sort of a conditioning which is working out that doesn't give you that joy. And to grow into self is very important, which I think people don't understand, even if they live in ashrams. They don't understand it. That you have to be collective. If you are not collective, then you are thrown out. Right. Now this Mahakali power has got several strings, you can say. And these strings are there to throw you out into collective subconsciousness. Like as in the sitar you see for the resonance, there are other strings also. So once you start getting out of the collective, it is the Mahakali herself picks you up and starts throwing you out, slowly, to the subconscious area, and where you just disappear. And all kinds of problems start there. I have seen this happening in Africa, that people do not attend the collective meditation. For France, I have the same view. And I think the people who do not know will be forward. Yoga, as you know, has a double action, as the Mahakali has a double action. She is extremely loving, full of joy, full of happiness, and she is the one who is extremely calm. She is the one who is slayer of all the devils and the evil, and don't usually try to do it. So once you are thrown out into the left side, then you can imagine, you can develop any kind of left side diseases to begin with. Muladhara diseases are the worst. We develop diseases like maladies, you must have heard of the disabilities caused by the muscles getting bigger. All muscular degeneration comes from it. So at any cost, that must be avoided. But if you are not in the collective, if you do not understand the collective, and if you are out of the collective, you will be surprised that negative forces will dwell on their people. So this is one of the things that happens. So be very careful that don't avoid the collective programs. Another problem about Mahakali is that she is the one who gives you the feeling for your wife, for your husband. She is the one. Now there also, same. If both of them are alright, she is alright. But if she finds any one of them going astray, she throws that person out and out and out, and the another person, if that person is attached to that person, also will keep going. So this business of falling in love is nonsense that we have here. That you fall in love. But the word is alright because you fall really in love. It's a real falling happens. So what happens when you start falling in love? There's a kind of a maya of this Mahakali. And you just get infatuated, you will get pampered or something like that, or you have certain ideas of a wife or something, and then you think, oh, that's the word. So in these cases, two things can happen. Either you can be lost completely because of your wife or your husband, whom you adore and admire, and you're finished, I mean your personality is finished. Or else, the another thing which is even more serious is that you completely break forever and hate. That's why they say that there's a love and hate relationship. How can love be hate? But it becomes. Because of this quality of the goddess, that she is on one side extremely loving, extremely kind, extremely soft, she goes up to a point. And then she goes on the rest. And that is why in these countries where people always fall in love, they don't marry otherwise, unless and until they have fallen in love. In that, they cross all the Maryada first. If falling in love, they marry somebody who is already married, or who is carried on with somebody who is not get divorced, or also they have marriages among themselves in the same household or something. All kinds of things they do. An old woman marries a young man, or a young old man marries a young girl, like that, all nonsensical things, without any marriage. And they do not stick together. They have no marriage. So marriage is to create a Maryada. Maryada of your behavior. And this is the Maryada which if you do not keep, then this Mahakali gets you. So first of all, one has to be collective. The ones who are not collective, who do not attend every time a collective program. You might be suggestions that you would like to come for such a session. For example, I have already explained that you shouldn't talk. Put mind, there are so many tapes which they have on. Just let them listen to my tape, they go into meditation and then do the meditation. Because these tapes are to be heard again and again. Now those who get any questions out of those tapes can next time discuss it before starting the tape. That's a very good thing and that works. In India, nobody speaks. They just put my tapes on or show my video. After that, they just have meditation and are finished. After that, nobody talks. But before starting it, they do it is to talk to each other and discuss the problems or discuss anything that they felt about the previous program. Because you have not come here to marry someone or to fall in love with something. You have not come here to get after some woman because she is the wife of some man, because it's your husband. You have had so many husbands and wives in previous times. But you have come here for your ascent. And if you have come for your ascent, you have to keep a watch. How is your mind? Supposing I say that you should have good marriage life. Of course I do say you should have good marriage. But not at the cost of losing your ascent. It has happened with you. We have lost a complete, I should say, a city life. So stupidity comes up over here. So be careful not to get lost. You have not come here to have only a happy married life, but happy married life is just one step. But if that step is taking you away from the real path of your ascent, it's better to be careful. Also, we must understand that innocence means purity. Purity of thought. As I explained yesterday, I hope you understood the meaning of purity. Purity is to be understood much more by Europeans. Very important. Especially because the whole society is suffering. Society can only be pure if the family life is pure. Not only that, but your relations with each other are pure. Like I was told that somebody fell in love in that particular. I mean, you go for a picnic. It's like you have to go to buy a sari and you end up with a shaving stick. Is that true? You are coming to Ganpati today for what? You are coming there for your ascent. It's a pilgrimage. But in the pilgrimage I have never heard anybody falls in love with each other and goes to marriage. So this bhoot of falling in love must be given inside. That is one of the biggest rules. And now one must understand that purity means chastity. Innocence means chastity. Not only physical, also mental chastity. You have to have mental chastity. If you don't have mental chastity, you cannot ascend. Actually, in the West, it is more mental than physical. It's a fact. And that's why their brains have gone up. And they are becoming just like I think, but that is not. Because if you go on mentally, imagining and playing around and working it out this way, it's going to be absolutely dangerous because it's all imagination. It has nothing to do with reality. The more you get into this kind of nonsense, the more you become away from reality. That never means you should be dry. It never means you should be negligent of your responsibility. It does not. As I said, it is sad. And I said that the sap in the tree rises. Alright? Then it purifies, it nourishes. Every part of the plant separately in a different way. Like it's a mother, it's a mother. Father is a father. Sister is a sister. Brother is a sister. Brother is a brother. The brother-sister relations cannot become husband-wife relations. How can it be? feeling is that such a confusion in the mind. And it has created tremendous problems for us. Then the sat nourishes all these things and comes back. It doesn't get attached to something. Oh, she's my wife. So the first priority is my wife. Because I said, of course, family life has to be alright. You must look after me. But that doesn't mean that you make everything suffer. That doesn't mean that you are sent to be finished. Cannot mean. You are not like ordinary people, you are saints. And for the saints, the main thing is their ascent. Not their family life, not their material possessions, nothing. Not their children, but their ascent. Once they ascend, everything ascends. Now the understanding of chastity should be good. It can come to you very easily if you are sick. It's such a vicious circle. It is such a vicious circle. Now first of all you get your realization. Alright. Now you must know that Puja itself is the Mahakali. But she is the primordial. Mahakali Shakti is the primordial Shakti. And the Kundalini is the Mahakali. And she remains as a virgin. Within. She is pure. She has the power to purify. All that happens when you get to realization. She starts manifesting her all beautiful aspects of it. Now the one who is sitting there is Shri Ganesha. Now people don't understand what is innocence. Shri Ganesha is sitting there and he is the one who decides over Maharaj, even over its mother, because he is like a god. And he is the one who tells whether she can ascend or not. Unless and until he gives permission, she cannot ascend. So Shri Ganesha gives the ascending sort of a okay, alright, and he stops all his work. We are feeling that we sitting for hours together. I don't have to go even to the bathroom or anywhere because Ganesha stops us. He's only worried now about the ascent. And on every chakra he checks your feeling. And then accordingly the Kundalini tries to purify. But when it reaches the mental level like all these funny ideas of romance, this nonsense ideas. I was surprised the other day, there was a girl who was having a trouble with her husband, of expressing her love to her husband after marriage, before marriage she was. So I told her some book that described the romance between husband and wife. So she said, there is no book I know. And I asked the professor to find out. He said, there is no such book. In Sir Yoga, the romance starts after the marriage. But also with Maryadas. Not at the cost of Sir Yoga. Not at the cost of your ascent. So all these ideas people have in the West, I know you are so much tradition about it. So we say now, let us see, this is Samayachara, after all, we have to give all the benefits. Now we select people, we do everything. It's all the work of Mahakali. because we have to work on the vibrations. It's all the work of Maya. And after marriage, also some marriages do fail. The reason being they do not know what is the purpose of the marriage. So the first and foremost thing of Mahakali is that she is purity. Absolute purity. And that purity, if you cannot combine it with us, you cannot be served. Now this mind is so much conditioned and our children would be much better off than ourselves. So they won't have these conditions as we all have. And so many problems can be just avoided if you really become your pure. I see in the other society which I know, nobody seems to be safe. Somebody's wife is running with somebody's husband, somebody's daughter is running with somebody's father, somebody's running, a boy running with somebody's mother. Next day you find somebody else standing there at the door. Or sometimes it's so funny that you can't believe how can it be. And everybody is engaged. A man goes to the house, he finds his wife run away with another man. Or a man goes for his work, he's run away with another woman. So she's the one she gives this sthiti, the state. Sthiti means consolidation. Without your proper consolidation, into your purity, not into your romantic life, you cannot rise. Like when we make the aeroplane, first we have to consolidate it, fix it up properly, work it out, so that when it goes in the air, all its parts do not fly away with the passengers. In the same way, when we are ascending, Sri Ganesha he just stops the action of excretion completely and ascends fast. They are doing their work all right, despite the fact that we insulted, that we neglected, we have misbehaved, whatever we might have done. They are doing their job. You can see so many people getting their answers. But what are we doing about it? We cannot be even collective. We cannot pretend collective things. And look at them how generous they are. They are extremely collective. They are extremely collective. To such an extent, if somebody supposing worships Sri Krishna, his heart will die. Why? Because we must also worship Shiva. They are so collective and so much connected. So they are all collective. In the same way, you are also Deva. You also should be connected. As soon as you become collective, all these nonsensical things will drop. All these ideas will drop. You do not become collective because you have not dropped down all these things, or else you are afraid of dropping them. So let us know what is our purpose. Our purpose is to ascend. And what is the Mahakali power giving us? She is giving you your ascent to the She is purified. She is giving you all the powers. She is protected all the time. She is giving you joy. But what are we doing for her? Her only desire is that my children should be saved. That they should have beautiful qualities of a saint. That he doesn't fall at every woman, fall at every man. It's not so cheap. And mentally especially. I mean, if the sastra is spoiled, how can such a woman? The whole play is a concern. And that purity should manifest. Through you we are going to change the world. To no one else. The surgery is what going to change. Now look at the generosity. Even my body is so generous. Yesterday, one lady came, I think she was very bad. She came downstairs and annoyed. People started complaining. Terrible. She had a very bad hair. She had taken drugs. I mean, she had taken drugs and all that. Suffering was done to me by this giver of mine. I didn't think that, oh mother, she's come all the way. After this suffering, so started just popping. For that food. So generous. And they are so generous themselves. The way they bestow blessings on us. How they are hardworking, how they are running about. What are we giving them? They give us joy. They look after us. They look after the children. They look after everything. They manage it. Now what I need with them. Also, I heard that people don't help in their postering that. Very few people come up. This is being ungrateful. Very ungrateful to those. All the deities are present when you are having those collective programs. And surprisingly, the old surgeries are more difficult than the new ones. I mean, this is just surprising. I mean, are they becoming now out of date or something? Christ has said first will be the last. I hope that's not going to happen. Sort of a confidence to develop, oh, we are old surgery. We have had horrible results in life of this consciousness that we are old. We do whatever we like. We may attend the collective or not. A kind of a ego. Please be careful. Christ has clearly said, first will be the last. And I have seen so many of them just getting out like that. Even I don't know how they get out. In such stupid ways that I can imagine for anyone. Like one gentleman in Italy was an old surgeon, just got up and said, I am Mahakali. Everybody started looking. What do you mean? I am Mahakali. And I'm going to mourn myself. So they said, oh, actually, I'm going down to the ashram. No, I can't manage the ashram, I'm getting up. And he went and stayed with someone, that lady, who heard against me and got cancer and died. In the collectivity, supposing you have one problem, another one has some problem. It just works out, balances. As one figure is cut out, which is useless. Or a leg which is taken out, is useless. It dies. So, that is how we are organizing our spiritual death and ultimate death in the waters. And then they come back, that mother, I have got now these troubles, so I have come back, I have gone to Sadhana for 3 years. I said, what do you mean now for Sadhana? I didn't attend any collective program. I'm thinking of the collectivity of the whole world. That's my routine. And if surgeries cannot be collective, who is going to be correct, who is going to fulfill my intent. So all of you, those who call themselves service must attend the program. And the second thing is that there was a little problem of generosity, of peace. Of course, that also is a character of mind, very generous. And when you are generous in giving vibrations and looking after people, this and that, then Maharashtra's principle works. But Maharashtra doesn't need money to people who are nice and never. They may have money in the bank, they can never improve. So if there is need, you will have to give money to serve. I have been supplying a lot of money, as you know, from the very beginning. Those who are already serving will know how much I have been getting paid. But now we are going, and everybody should know that we have to pay. After all, this is our responsibility. Where are we going to spend our money? What? And my family feels that whatever money I am spending for serving are the best. They get punyas, the best from it. Only with punyas you get more wealth, health, and prosperity. If you do not have punyas, you cannot get. It will come and go away. It will disappear into thin air. So I was surprised that people are not generous. We have to know that we are so much better off than many others. But the Eastern Bloc people are not so good in many matters. I'm not saying that we have to help, but we have to think, can we send something for them as friends? Can we do something for them? The matter has the value, which is again Mahakali's power. It's the power of Mahakali. That the matter carries the love, expresses. So many times I've seen how very sweetly they gave me something. I really don't take anything, I don't need anything. But certain things, it shows such concern, such understanding, such love. How do you express your love to those people who are so far away? You just try. Try to give. Try to give for serving. And you'll be amazed. I will do that. For connectivity, you have to know that Sri for Bhairavana and Shri Mahakali and Shri Ganesh. Three instances that were given us. All of them have parallel qualities, but they do not interfere. But if it comes to that, they go all out. There's no quarrel. No quarrel between them. No. If Hanuman is Bhairava, he is there. If Bhairava is Hanumana, he is there. All out. So this connectivity comes only by understanding one. What a great work we are doing. People are not conscious of that. They take it just by the way. In the war, you have seen how people fight. Even if they have a fear of dying. Formerly, nobody was paid off to the But the way they fought. for their country, for anything. And they used to join together to fight, they allowed themselves to kill, they helped each other. All these qualities are there when we want to hate someone. But when we want to love someone, why should we have those qualities emerging out of us? These are the qualities of Mahakali. Because she is the expert of warfare. She is the one who makes people work. She is the one who makes them fight. Because the desire, there is nothing there, just the desire to do something. And then they join together and then Mahasaraswati helps them to act. But first the desire is so strong. Now the desire has to be very, very strong within us. That we have to be for the emancipation of the whole world. We are the people. We are the special people. We are the foundation. Nothing is more important than our own personality, a completely dedicated personality. This desire has to be extremely strong and very deep. Those actually desire, they get their realization like that. They reach their depth like that. And they enjoy doing work. They all the time enjoy it. For them, nothing is more important. As we say, there's a saying that when you get the water of Ganges to drink, why should we take water from the rivers? So the whole attention is that side. All the joy you get out of it, romance and love and this and that, becomes zero. Because it's love, only joy. In the marriage, you see, wife says that, we say that, all this is so conditioning. Any girl, you have different joys on different sectors. They are all given by Mahakali. The greatest of all you have got out of realization is the Nirvana. That state you must reach, through Nirvana. If you are in that state of Nirvana, then all are absolutely pure. Now how to be the pure? Just by developing practice awareness and looking at things without thinking. For that you have to be correct. If you are corrective, I am there. Wherever you are corrective, wherever you gather, I am there. And nothing gives me greater pleasure to hear that all of you are attending this program. You will be amazed that in Australia we have so many centers in America. Every city, but they all attend the programs of collectivity. Because they know collectivity is the ocean of nourishment. This is the simplest thing we have to do. But the goods are much more collective. Much more collective. Goods can go to such a length of fraternity. That will be amazing. There was a lady in France. She was an old lady. And her daughter was in surgery. She had become absolutely mad, so she put her in the I was absolutely do this. So she put her in the elderly home. In the elderly home, she only knew how to go to church on Sunday. She would dress up and go to church. That's only sensible thing she did. So she put her in the thing. And there was a church. And she told me this, her daughter told me that it is very amazing that all of them get up in the morning, dress up well and go to church. And in that inside the church there are graves of people who have died out of those, half man or full man, elderly people. Otherwise they did not know even how to wear their dresses. They didn't know how to eat their food. They didn't know anything. But when it came to going to church, to that British place where all the books were there, they all would get up in the morning, dress up properly, and go to the church, sit down, sing hymns, and come back, as if like possessions. Such a fraternity of books there. As soon as one book comes in, one book came now recently from Australia. Now he is gathering all the books around him. He went to Pune, there he gathered all the books. Immediately. Then he came here, now he is gathering all the books. People are getting studied. Exactly who are books you can read it out by just seeing a book sitting there and him sitting next to that. They are so attractive like a magnet. But the magnet is the quality of Mahakali. Books know me better than anybody else can know, because they know my past, they are in the past, and they know who has got books, and how they are practiced, and how they act on a Buddhist path. That is why the positive connectivity has to be there. But when it comes to positivity, they do not get correct. All those who do not get connectivity gradually go into the fraternity of books. Because today we are reading about Mahakali. She is the one who knows everything about the Buddhist teachers. She is in charge. She is the Lord of all the books. And she knows, and she looks after them and she manages them. But when Mahakali want to go into that realm, what has she to do? She has locked them up on one side. But Sarvati want to go there, just enter through back doors into that area. What can we do? Of course she protects. She doesn't want anyone to go there. She just kept them out and told the boots not to come this side. But Sarvati is only good. That's being reported. Under these circumstances, Sir Yoga has gone very much in so many other countries. In France, we have seen yesterday how the Sananda Shakti of the Mother acted on people. It was wonderful to see that. Everybody came to me and they were full of smiles. I have never seen any French woman of that age smiling. Never. No question. Even if you tickle them, even if you rectify that this is a joke, they will not smile like that. I have never seen that. Yesterday the whole face was in there. So many of them. Something so miraculous. This Anandi Shakti. Mahakali was acting so beautifully yesterday. And you are the people who will now guide or misguide. If you become, all of you become higher personalities, if you become collective, all of you, and if you become generous, and if you become absolutely pure, then you say, no, look at these people, how beautiful. You already look very good. Your face is fine. But if you always and the effects of disappearance are not very simple. So be careful. I of course bless you with all the qualities he is the greatest disciple of Maha. And he is the one who is running up and down morning to evening every time, especially in the night, in the morning. So many hearts, healing those horrible rakshasas, this, that. And achieving such results. We have to join all of us. Our work can. We got this.